let's talk about Jalen's performance throughout this playoffs and his career as a Knicks player. Jalen Brunson is the second fastest point guard to reach 2,000 career playoff points, behind Steph Curry, okay? Who did it in one less game, might I add. One. This was the 2017 Golden State Warriors, like their prime. He did it in one less game, okay? He is one of 6 guards to average 30-plus points per game over a 50-game span in the playoffs. The other ones being Michael Jordan, Jerry West, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, and Luka Doncic. I'm Camden from Fort Worth, Texas.
And I'm Mitch from Westfield, New Jersey.
And this is Big Apple Benches and Bleachers,
a father-son sports podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Big Apple Benches and Bleachers. I'm Camden. I'm the son in Fort Worth.
I'm Mitch. I'm the dad in New Jersey. And we got all Knicks all night. Actually, not all Knicks. We'll talk a little bit about the other side of the playoffs, right, Cam? And we'll talk a little bit about WNBA. But we're pretty much all Knicks tonight.
I mean, Dad, how much happier could we be? The Knicks are on a historic run right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Why don't you give us some statistic?
The team has a plus 225 point differential over the last 10 games. That is the largest in NBA history, playoffs or regular season.
Right. That's a league record.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. They have 5 consecutive road wins by 10-plus points, which is the largest streak in NBA playoff history.
Yeah.
Okay. It's also the first time in franchise history that the Knicks have started multiple series 3-0 in the same postseason, that being the Sixers and the Cavs.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have won all of those, by the way.
Yes, they have.
Yes.
And we'll talk more about individuals, but the first thing I want to highlight is we have been playing so well against the Cavs.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I know, seriously. Let's knock on some wood. But I'm so happy. I almost got the broom, but we're going to wait for next week for that.
I told you during the NBA postgame show, one of the announcers said, what happened to Charles Barkley? And they look in the back over by the screen, and he's sweeping away. Yeah, it was a great game. Yeah, before we start, though, Cam, I wanted to catch up on a couple of things. So I told you I was going to go to our storage space today for some stuff, and I found a few things, right?
What'd you find?
So I found the old Giants helmet.
From our fan day.
George Marshall, Bart Oates, and Sean Landetta, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, Sean Landetta. I got that.
No, Joe Morris was not George Marshall.
It says number 5. I think that was Landetta. I don't think Morris signed that. Remember, Morris was not nice to you, and he was like, had to go, and then the guy's like, just give the kid an autograph, and whatever. I was a little disappointed like that. Oh, and I also found your
Harlem Globetrotters ball.
Yeah, we'll have to get that out to Texas.
Love that.
To be with you. I have I got a little coffee going on IU. By the way, you had told me that the Indianapolis 500 was this weekend, right? This past weekend?
Yeah, and Kurt Signetti was the pace car driver. He drove almost 1,000 horsepower Corvette around the track behind all the NASCARs. It pays to be a national champion, huh?
It does. Well, you know who the Grand Marshal was?
Who?
Take a guess. It's a female. Take a guess.
Indiana related?
Yes.
Oh, was it
Logo?
Fuck. Oh, Caitlin Clark.
Yes, she was the Grand Marshal.
Oh.
So that was a little bit of that going on. And we're very much looking forward to football season. So we'll get to that in the fall when they start coming. By the way, I wanted to mention that and this is just through. So we got some, series statistics with the Cavs, and then we got the last game. So in the last game, all 5 starters were in double digits.
Correct.
Cat had a double-double. Jalen threw up 37 points.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been averaging, let me see. The only guy they had a bunch of guys in double figures for points, but Donovan Mitchell was the only guy who really put up any points. But we've been averaging 114 points a game, 45 rebounds, and our field goal percentage is crazy. 3 points, 38%. I think OG's like 51% from the three since we started.
Let's talk about something, okay? So
sure.
Let's talk about Jalen's performance throughout this playoffs and his career as a Knicks.
Yeah, I know you have a bone to pick. By the way,
on.
you brought that up.
Let me get there. Jalen Brunson is the second fastest point guard to reach 2,000 career playoff points, behind Steph Curry. Okay. Who did it in one less game, might I add. One. This was the 2017 Golden State Warriors, like their prime. He did it in one less game, okay? He is one of 6 guards to average 30-plus points per game over a 50-game span in the playoffs.
Right.
The other ones being Michael Jordan, Jerry West, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, and Luka Doncic.
All Hall of Famers. Well,
yes.
Luka's not there yet, but
he will be.
Yeah.
Brunson has the highest plus-minus of over a 9-game span, any 9-game span, in playoff history. He's at 7.8. Number 2, Steph Curry.
Okay.
2017 Golden State Warriors. Number 3, LeBron James. 2017 Cleveland Cavaliers.
Right.
Brunson has the highest fourth quarter points per game in the playoffs with a franchise with an individual franchise being 7.8 points.
Right.
In the fourth quarter. His plus minus is like 30 something. It's ridiculous. He should now the all NBA teams came out yesterday. Okay.
Right.
First of all, OG being second defensive team, that's bullshit. He's had a record season. He is one of the best defenders in the league. He should be all first team defense.
He is a Hoosier, by the way?
Yes, he is.
Yes. Okay. Well, who was the first team? Let's talk about any of the guys that he's better than. Yeah.
Cade Cunningham?
Definitely better than. Yeah.
Okay. First team this year was...
This is defense, right?
No, this is no. This is NBA.
They have offense and defense.
Right? They have all defense, and then they have just first team.
Got it. Okay.
All defensive first team this year was Rudy Gobert, Derek White, Chet Holmgren, Asar Thompson, and Victor Wembanyama. I think that OG is better than
2 or 3 of those.
Derek White, Asar Thompson, maybe Rudy. So that
should have been first team.
Correct. So,
but this is voted by the fans, right? So some of it's a bit of a popularity contest, or is it? That's just the All-Star game, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's just the All-Star game.
Okay. This is the problem that I have. The biggest one.
Right.
The All-NBA first team this year. Yeah. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA, Cade Cunningham, Victor Wembanyama.
Better than Cade Cunningham.
Where the fuck is Jalen, dude? Yeah. Where is Jalen?
Is Cade a point guard? Who are the point guards? Yeah.
Cade is the point guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'll give you a little bit of that. I mean, look, I don't like the Detroit Pistons anyway, so fuck Cade Cunningham. Brunson should have been in there. A lot of the stats you gave, though, are over his career. They're looking at that's a team for this year. So I don't know if you match up their stats, and I don't have them here, during the regular season, this year only, that he falls within the top 5. I don't know. I'm just bringing that up.
I just think that every step of the way Brunson is doubted. And you know what? Good for him.
But that's been his whole career, hasn't it?
It is his fuel for his fire. He was doubted when he came out of high school.
Right.
At Stevenson.
Right. But he was a good player then, right?
I mean, he dropped 44 on Jason Tatum one night in high school.
There you go. Nice. They went to rival high schools?
Yes, they did.
Okay. So there you go. Well, that was one night, though. But was Villanova...
He won 2 championships with Villanova.
And Mikal and Josh Hart.
Well, Josh won 1 and Mikal won
together.
Either 1 or 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brunson's... but look, more power to us, right? And he's been on 2 teams, right? Dallas he was on, and then he got traded to us.
Yes.
Yeah. Now he
Well,
definitely doesn't get a fair shake. I'm not disagreeing with
no,
you. I'm just
doesn't.
saying that, yeah. I mean, look, Detroit and had a more of a powerful season, regular season than the Knicks did.
You want to hear something funny?
So he got bumped out. I guess
I
that's what
was
you're
at Trader Joe's today getting groceries,
Yes.
wearing my hat,
Yeah.
and the woman that's doing the samples says, "Hey, do you want a sample of this trail mix?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay, whatever." And she said, "Oh, are you from New York?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And she
Yes,
said,
I
"Oh,
am.
what a playoff run these Knicks are having, huh?" And I said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
are you from New York also?" She said, "Yes, I grew up in New York." I was like, "Oh, man." I said, "You should check out our podcast. It's called Big Apple Benches and Bleachers. You can
Yeah.
find it on YouTube, you know?" So, but I thought that was funny. She
No, no,
was
no.
talking.
Well, I just told you, we just got mom a new car over the weekend, your sister or
Mhm.
whatever. Closed my deal on the Polestar though too for me, so I'm getting it
Hey,
later in the week. I'm getting it.
it's exciting.
Yeah, so they're prepping it up and everything. So we were talking to the manager at Kia, and he was talking about some things. I forget how it came up, and he said something about comment about one of the players. Maybe it was Jackson Dart, but I think that was pre this Trump thing. And he said,
We'll
"Yeah,
get
no,
there.
are you a Giants fan?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'm a Giants fan." He gives me a fist bump. I go, "Yeah, but we're also Knicks fans too." He goes, "Oh, the Knicks, man, they've been doing it." And this was before they won Game 3 and stuff. So yeah, look, the city is on fire. Except, you told me something yesterday that was a little disappointing about the police in New
Oh
York,
yeah,
that they're not letting them have the outside uh, uh,
watch parties.
watch party. I mean, what were there riots going on or something? I don't think
Apparently, the
they were
police think
rowdy.
that the Knicks fans are very rowdy.
Okay, well they should spend a weekend in Philadelphia.
Right.
They'll have a different feeling about it.
Right. What we should do is tell the Sixers fans to come and light couches on fire in the middle of our city and
Right.
grease all the poles and shit. And then they'll see what it's like to have rabid fans. I mean, but all these Knicks fans are yelling things like, "You guys are gonna have to get the fucking National Guard if we win the national championship," because the New York. I mean, Dad, you're not going to be able to drive around the city for probably 3 days.
No, well, I mean, look, our biggest challenge is going to be either the Spurs or OKC. I mean, it's just the
Agreed.
reality of it. Now, they're beating the shit out of each other in the West, which is really good for us.
Yes, it is.
Maybe somebody gets injured. I mean, I don't care what it takes. We want to beat these motherfuckers, but it's going to be. I mean,
A
look, the
war.
fact that we're sweeping, the fact that we may go 5 or whatever and get some rest is going to be good. I mean, look, we came out rusty in game 1 and then lit the building on fire. Jalen was unbelievable. He's gonna get series MVP. He may even get playoff MVP.
They don't have they do have
Yeah,
series MVP because it's a
I think
conference
they do.
championship. Yeah, I
Right, for
think
the
you're right.
championship, they do.
So
Yeah,
I would agree with that statement. I mean, and if we win, I'm gonna again knock on some wood,
yeah.
but he'll be playoffs MVP too. I mean, to go and do that, we didn't even talk about that. How about that? We're gonna talk about all team NBA. The Knicks had a 0.1% chance to win, down 22 with 7.5 minutes left to go,
Made
and
history.
99.9% chance that the Cleveland Cavaliers would win. And the
Right.
Knicks came back and won in
Well, that
overtime
wasn't that
because
the
of
the
that man
largest.
on your shirt.
Absolutely. Yep, I got it. And that was the largest comeback in playoff history, right? I don't think anybody's come back by 22 points.
No, I
No.
think that's the largest comeback in Knicks history since 1970, which was the last time they were in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Or
All right.
not last time, but the last time they won the finals or something like that. I think it's the last time
Well,
they
but do you think that a lot of the voting that
made it to
goes
the
on in the
finals.
league for league, all team and all defensive team really don't account for the playoffs because not all the players are playing?
No, I think that yes, I think totally, but I also think there's a massive bias against Jalen because people tend not to like New York, and
Right.
also because he's an undersized guard, and it's just the reality of the fact. But I mean, Dad, if they make something out of this run here, there's gonna be fans building a Jalen Brunson statue on 7th Avenue in like a week after the finals.
That would be cool, like a big bronze Jalen Brunson. Like that would be cool.
right in the middle of the roof of the Garden.
Yeah.
On top.
No, then you wouldn't see it. It's got to be at the entrance. It'll be at the entrance to the Garden off of 7th Avenue.
Man.
Yeah. But let's talk a little bit more about some of the things, right? So I'm going to talk about the Knicks playoff records this year, right?
Yep. And I got some other stats too.
Okay, good. So they are the first team in NBA history to win 3 consecutive playoff games by 25 or more points.
Yep.
Okay? That was against Philly, I think.
Yep.
That was Philly. Okay? They have the longest this is the longest playoff winning streak in their franchise history. The last one was only 6, and that was in 1999. So you're talking in 27 years, right?
Yep.
And we might make it 11 tonight.
Knock on some wood.
And I think 99 was the last time we were in the finals. Obviously, we didn't win. That was 1973. So you're talking a drought of 27 years to get to the finals. And do the math for me. If we won in 73, right, we would be talking 43 years. Is that right?
53 years.
53 years. Right, 20. Yep, 53 years. So that would be sick. Let's see. Against Philadelphia, New York outscored the Sixers by 89 total points in the 4-game sweep. It was the 3rd largest margin ever in a non-first round playoff series. So I guess the 2nd round. In Game 4, the Knicks had 25 3-pointers that tied a postseason record.
Yep.
Okay, and it said that Jalen Brunson had 5 straight 35-plus point games, and the only other 2 guys to do that were LeBron James and Steph Curry.
Probably both 2017.
Probably, yeah. Let's see. The average margin of victory, the Knicks have won almost every playoff game by double digits. Their average is 22.5 points. They're only one of 7 teams to ever win 10 straight playoff games. We're talking Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, and Steph Curry. You might have said that already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So one of the craziest numbers for this run, I'll read this to you. The Knicks are 10-0 during this current streak and have won those games by an average of more than 22 points. They're overwhelming their opponents, which is very, very rare to keep these things going. Yes, you're talking about ahead of the 70 team, the 73 team, and the 99 team. So these guys, sometimes I told you before, sometimes you can't just be good. Everything's got to come together at the same time. You got to gel. But these guys, I mean, nobody is being a hog about the ball. Everybody's a team player. They're passing the ball all over the place. And as a result of it, they're just scoring the shit out of the game. I think.
That will.
Yeah. Okay. So we can get a little into the NBA because I saw WNBA. I saw some. But before we do that, let's talk about what you think are the keys to the Knicks pulling this game out and sweeping them. Like, what do you think the keys are in this game? The things they have to watch for.
I think they need to continue to maintain strength on defense from OG, from Mikal, which I have a bunch of
steals, blocks, and rebounds.
I want to give Mikal his flowers in a few moments.
Yeah, he
and
is.
Cat too, and Mitch. I mean, they just need to, and they need to continue to score at a high clip. But I'm not so worried about that. I'm more so worried about the finals. But let's get there in a minute. I want to highlight Mikal.
Okay.
Listen, everyone was saying we traded 5 first-round picks for this motherfucker. Like, what is he doing? He was slow he had a lethargic start to the playoffs. Mikal Bridges is one of 2 players in playoff history to shoot at least 50% from the field in 10 straight games and win all 10. The other one was LeBron James, 2017 Cleveland Cavaliers.
One guy. Okay.
Carmelo Anthony has 7 total career playoff wins with the Knicks. Yeah. This team this season has 11. Mikal has 21 total. Okay?
Yeah. They don't give him his due, right?
Mikal is the only player in NBA playoff history to average 60% field goal shooting, 40% three-point shooting, and 100% free throw shooting with 50-plus field goal attempts in a single postseason.
Wait. I got to knock on wood for that. He has not missed a free throw? His entire postseason?
I'm pretty sure since like the third game of the Hawks, yeah. Because yeah, it's like they're saying within a span of 50 or more field goal attempts. So
Right. Absolutely.
but that's a ridiculous stat. So to all those people who were upset, fuck them picks. They can keep them in Brooklyn. Mikal is a legend. So we're very happy with that. I mean, OG came off hot from that start. I mean, from that injury. So we're looking real good, and I'm very excited. Now, I think that the Western Conference is they're fighting right now, and it's not going to be easy for us to win the finals. We are going to have to work our asses off, and I think that right now the boys are clicking at a caliber and meshing at a level that they haven't at all this whole season. We've seen it in glimpses for things like the NBA Cup, but we haven't seen it to the extent that we're seeing it in the playoffs, which is absolute and utter complete dominance. We are ripping teams. I mean, the first game, I thought maybe it would be a 7-game series against Cleveland. And then Jalen came out and tore them a new one. And then after that, tonight we could make 4 in a row, 2 sweeps in a row. So I'm going to knock on some wood, but we're cooking right now. We're firing on all cylinders. So we just need to keep playing well. I think they need to keep
raise your hand if you can't hear the sound. Can you hear the sound?
The way that they have been. And if they continue to do that, there is a chance for them to make some serious history here. So we just need to hope that that is the direction that we try.
Now, this was you.
That the West beats itself up.
Yeah. I want to show you something because
please.
Let me see if I can share this with you. I'm going to share. Let's see. This. Share.
Yep. I'm Camden from Fort Worth, Texas.
And I'm Mitch from Westfield, New Jersey.
And this is Big Apple Benches and Bleachers,
a father-son sports podcast.
My problem is that we're not coaching well. I don't think that Mike Brown is showing that he is doing what we brought him to do, which is be better than Tibbs. We would have walked the fucking Hawks if Tom Thibodeau was the coach. And yeah, Jalen and they would all be fucking exhausted because they'd be the 5 highest minutes per game players in the league.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Okay, so that was you. The game before, they schooled the Hawks, and Mike Brown did adjust the defense. He started moving the big men together. He put Mitch and Cat in. He was moving OG in there, and it turned this whole thing around. Now I gotta believe. I'm not sure, but pretty sure Mike wasn't watching our podcast, but he might have been. Maybe saw a TikTok or a reel of you screaming around about the fuck are they doing?
But
and they did. They walked the Hawks out of that building.
I will retract all my statements. Mike Brown, we are happy to have you in New York. This shit is working so well. I even said if they start to pick up, we will be dominant in these playoffs. And we have been.
Here you go. So if anybody's, starting to tune in, we're getting some watch. The listeners, we're going to get some reels out this week. Go check out our old episodes, and it's fun to see how this thing progresses. And Cam, he's the man. I'm just the host, and he's the sports and
we do it together. This is
of course. All right, so we got about 7 minutes left because we got to run. We got to watch the game, right? So let's talk a little bit about WNBA. So I tuned in. So Saturday, I think it was. I was hanging out, maybe Sunday, with your mom, and I put on TV, and there was, in her New York City Barclays Brooklyn debut, AZ Fudd with the Dallas Wings in the Liberty's building. Okay, and by the way, it was I think Sabrina Ionescu's first game back since she was hurt. She had some surgery, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So they got going, and they're staying with him, whatever. But Liberty was really kind of controlling the game. In the second half, AZ Fudd went on fire. She was hitting threes out of her back pocket. I think she scored 20 points in the third quarter. I think she broke a 3-point NBA rookie record or tied it.
Wow.
During the game. So they scored, like, I think the final was 91 points. Her and Paige Becker scored 48 themselves, the two of them. So
she putting on a show.
Yeah, she had 17. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 17 points in the third quarter, 3-pointers there, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. And it was the first time all season that Dallas, started to look like they can do something this season. I mean, they got a pretty good. I mean, what's her name's on the team too? What's her name? Agumbawale, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was hitting it too. So, they're definitely a team to watch up and coming. And look, you go back 2 years with that's what it was like in Indiana. I mean, the Fever they picked up Caitlin at that point, and they had Aaliyah Boston.
Yep.
I don't know if they had Kelsey Mitchell yet, but they're one of the top teams in the league right now.
Competitors,
yeah. They handedly killed the Seattle Storm the other day.
Yes, they did.
Caitlin had a double-double, 21 points, and I think she's been averaging. She's averaging 23.8 points a game.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
And women's basketball has become very, very popular. They said that the opening weekend drew 2.5 million viewers to WNBA, and I told you that with their recent CBA, right? Their the players contract, the lowest paid player in the league, which ironically might be Caitlin Clark at this point because she's still on a rookie contract, is the highest paid player in the league before the agreement because people like Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart, all these people, they're making $1.2 million, $1.3 million. Now, Caitlin Clark, nobody's feeling bad for her. She probably gets $60 million in endorsements, so that's not a problem. But there's definitely money in women's basketball now. People are buying stuff. They're paying for tickets. So it's definitely something to watch. If you like basketball, the women are fun to watch, and especially college too.